If you receive some invitation, please accept them. It's because I'm put live on YouTube. Yeah. Just yeah. So guys, we are live on YouTube now. Yeah, we have another talker coming. Hello, Yanka. Good morning. How are you?
Morning, Belle. I'm okay. Thank you
Are
for
you okay?
asking.
It's Friday. Sorry, it's my dog. Every time when I start my conversation here, my dogs try talk. Maybe I don't know.
You want to participate?
It's like that. I think my dogs are here to to want to practice with all. Yeah. So I put questions here. Yanka, can you see the questions? Or maybe I need to put again because
Yes, I copy from the website.
yeah, okay, no problem. I'll put here again. I think it's not necessary to put split the rooms, yeah. And you are live on YouTube, okay? So good morning, YouTube. We are here with Kat, yeah, Jessica, Bruna, and Ianca. I'm Belle. I'm here in TNT since 2022, yeah, but like a host since the last year. And just remember, I'm not a teacher, it's not a class. We are here to practice the conversation. Today we are talking about definitions, some words, yeah, and try to describe that word. And for a start, I think don't have anyone for the first time here. And the first question normally we start the conversation here. It's introduce yourself or present yourself. So I will change a little because I want to start like with the question, how can you describe yourself? Yeah. And I will start with you, Jessica. Can you describe yourself for all, please?
Oh my God, this is difficult. I don't know. How can I describe myself? I think I am a person who like a lot of learning new things. So it's something that I'm proud of. I try to not have any prejudice about anything. I try to learning about everything that I can, and even maybe linking with with your questions like communication. I think it is it's important to be open to see different things, to learning different things, and I think it's helping us to be better persons. So it's one of my goals in life to trying to be my best version and to trying to learning about everything that I can. So yeah, I think it's a good way.
Perfect, you are rock. Was amazing definition. So thank you. And you, Katy, please describe yourself.
Oh, I don't know. It's hard to describe myself, you know. I think I am a calm person, but I have problems too. I used to be late in every meeting, every appointment that I have, so this is a problem. But I am a good friend, and that's it.
Perfect, okay. And let's continue with you, Bruna Shintake.
Hello everyone, I'm Bruna. I think I'm a good person. I have many values that my parents taught me. And what else? I'm a proactive person. I love it to start anything in the same moment because I have a lot of energy. And what else? I understand that now I understand that I'm a good mother because in the past I understand that I'm bad mother. I was a bad mother because I how do I say this? I all the time pay attention my sons. I how to say corrigia, and I understand. I understood that it is so bad for him, but now I understand that it's so good for them. That's it.
You are a determined person. I can say that. Yeah. And be, I think you need to be more, less self-critical person because, of course, you are a good mother. Yeah. But I understand you. Sometimes we request ourselves, yeah, about our actions, yeah, or
Yeah.
perform. So thank you, Bruna. And let's continue with you, Bianca. Please describe yourself.
I agree that this question is a difficult one. Well, I can describe myself as an introspective person, maybe. I don't know if I am a shy person or just introspective because I can talk a lot, for example, with people that I have a little bit of intimacy, maybe. I am a fun person. I like to make silly jokes about everything, so sometimes this is boring. I'm very emotional as well. I cry a lot for everything, for good things or for bad things, or when I'm getting nervous, I cry. So it's my form to show my emotions, maybe, but it's just the same way. It's just cry for everything. I'm a family person. I really enjoy to pass time with my family. I live far from them, and when I am with them, I like to be a fun person, to make the day good for them and for me as well. And I like to have fun. I like to dance, I like to sing, I like to drink, I like to talk in place that I feel okay, that I feel embraced, maybe.
Perfect. You
So,
described in the perfect way ourselves. Thank you. Because you talk about your emotionally, yeah, and maybe for me it's not so easy to talk about my emotional perspective, but yeah. So, and you, Bruna, it's Bruna Ferreira. It's your first time here?
Is my first time here in this tour.
Immersion.
Sorry.
Okay.
But
So,
I don't I arrived in other dams conversations.
okay, so welcome, yeah, to here. We are live on YouTube, and I put the questions on the chat. Today we are talking about definitions, and we are describe ourselves, yeah, like present yourself. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Uh, my name is Bruna Carolina. Uh, uh, I live in Salvador, Bahia with my mother. I don't have pets, but I love pets. I I have a boyfriend. I I am I have 30 years old. I I like dancing. I like sing. I like read reading. I like many things.
Perfect.
I I describe me um, how a person uh, friendly, lovely, hard. When I have to be, I am hard. And I am a person who listen the other. Um, I I am good. Uh, good. Uh, sorry, I I forget. Filha.
No problem, no problem.
Uh, fugiu.
Okay. So, can you continue or you finish about you?
I finish.
Yeah, because it's hard to describe ourselves, depend of the
Yeah.
perspective or yeah, and the parts of your life. So yeah, about me, I'm a person who lives in Bahia too. I live in Salvador. Yeah, I'm a home bar person. I'm a morning person too. I love coffee. I love have a conversation with my friends. I don't like so much to go out. I prefer stay at home, like I mentioned before. And yeah, I'm a little talkative, but at the same time, I'm an introspective person because I think a lot about some topics in my life. I live with my mother too. I have two dogs, yeah. And I think I'm a love person. Yeah. I think it's that, girls. So let's start with the words, yeah, to describe. And I will start with the how can you describe communication? Because we use that all the time. Bruna, Shintaku. Yeah, it's Shintaku. Yeah, it's okay. It's correct.
Yes, it's
Okay.
correct. The
Please.
sound is different, I understand.
Yeah, just check.
Yes.
And for you, how can you describe communication?
All right. So communication for me, it's the moment that you need to explain something for the other people, for the other, and you need to do this well, because if you don't have, it's impossible to explain well the, how do you say this? Well, that's it. When you need to explain something for someone, and the other understand that you say, because if the other don't understand, don't have, my opinion, don't have communication at this moment, no. So for me, all the time, when I, for my co-workers, for example, I want to have the confirmation. Do you understand this? I explain something. Oh, do you understand this? So I understand that it's very important, this, it's have a good communication when the other understand that you want. Maybe
Perfect.
like this, no? Sometimes
Yeah,
it's difficult have communication when you have the many people in front of you, because the shy other feeling that broke your communication. Maybe here we have so easy for someone because have a lot of many people, but when you have a public, maybe it's hard to know.
yeah, you bring a interesting point. Like, I have other questions about communication. It's like, do you believe it's possible training the communication? We can improve?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah, I have a
can.
lot of, it's a good topic, yeah, to talk.
Yeah, I love to talk about this.
Yeah,
So nice.
because all the time we use the communication because I answer that question because for me communication is when you bring your ideas and yeah when you put out your ideas and you need to put in the other person, yeah, and you change that kind of information, and like you
That
said, it's so important and receive a feedback, yeah. So thank you, Bruna. And anyway, Yanka, what do you say about communication in your hours words?
Hmm. Uh, I think communication involves what you said, and Bruna said as well, to transmit an idea that you have in your mind to other person, to other people. But I don't know, maybe communication to me involves this other person as well, you know? So it's like an exchange of ideas because you have to have the feedback from the other person if this person is understand what you are saying. So I think it's more a process that involves two or more people, but exchanging idea, not just transmitting a thought of acknowledgement, but building acknowledgement maybe together about something. I think it's more in this way. And it's hard to have a nice communication. Maybe we can train communication because sometimes in your mind, in my mind, for example, the thought is all lost, it's all unstructured. So maybe training the structure for our thought, we can transmit them better for other person. And sometimes involve emotional, as Bruna said, when you have to communicate with a lot of people, I froze in most part of the time because I feel judged maybe, but the judgment, it's what I am going to say. So training this structure in your mind can make us feel more confident to transmit what we are going to say, even to a big public, maybe. And it's that.
Perfect. Yeah. Like you said, sometimes can be hard to have a good communication because like you bring that example, like in your mind, the thoughts are very confused, but sometimes are so clear, you have the idea so clear in your mind, but the other persons could understand the idea, and because maybe depend of the point of view or the experience in the past, or yeah. So sometimes it's hard to have a good communication because we have a different experience or point of view. Yeah. And but thank you, Ian. You bring a good points to talk about communication. And let's continue with you, Kat. What do you say about communication? Because you have a different experience. Because do you live abroad for a little time? Yeah. How long time did you
Just
stay abroad?
just few weeks. So
Yeah, but you have a experience like because you need to use your communication in the different way, yeah, with different persons from the other culture, other nationality. What do you say about communication?
yeah, I think communication is the key of the world because sometimes we worry a lot about, I don't know, to do a course or something like that, but I think the communication is the key for, I don't know, have a good job and have a good relationships. And about communication, I don't know, when I live abroad just for a few weeks, the communication was good. Um, I don't know. I think everyone is very open, you know. So, the place that I was living is, and there was very people if another nationality. So I think everybody is very open. So this is good to the communication to communicate, and mm, what else? I don't know.
Do you believe the good communication depend of the other parts, like the other persons to be a good listen, or yeah, the desire to understand the others, because maybe we have some barriers in the communication with you will live when we will live needed to live abroad, like cultural barriers, like oh you are not that person live in that country, so I don't want to talk with you. Like, yeah, it's not like a preconceito, but it's kind of other don't want to talk with you because you are not the same nationality. Did you believe it's important the other persons want to talk with you or want to listen you?
Yeah, it's important, but I think you have to know the good manners to talk with other person. Uh, like in Brazil, you have this, how can I say, this way to touch the person when you we talk, and there in the beginning I do that like, and people, whoa, what happened? And oh, I'm sorry, I forgot, I can touch you. So when I come back, people touch me and what happened? So it's because it's not common to do that. In Brazil, it's common. So it's a good manner to talk to other. When you have a conversation, you can touch the other person. And if you do that, the person will be open to you because you respect the person. So I think it's all about respect.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. And let's continue with you, Bruna Ferreira, please. How can you describe communication?
For me, communication is art of speak and explain things and the situations, so that the older persons understand the message. This is for me is communication when the message is sent and understood by two other parts. So that the older can send a new message and I or the older person uh, who is the conversation can understand the message or idea. For me, communication is this.
Perfect. Yeah. So I totally agree with you. And about you, Jessica, can you? I start with you or not, please? Sorry.
I talk a little bit of it when I was introducing myself. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think I agree with you guys. I think it's important to make yourself be understanding for the author. And I also think sometimes we can have this kind of noise between people because sometimes you can speak a thing with the better of intentions, and then people can receive this in a different way because of the experience, and it's hard sometimes to have a good communication because it's also based in the experience of each person. But yeah, I agree with all of you guys.
Perfect. Yeah. So thank you, Jessica. And I will continue with you, Jessica, please. For the second question, how can you describe collaboration and based in the first thoughts come in your mind when you talk about collaboration? How can you describe that?
Okay, I think when the first thing that coming through my mind when we're thinking about collaboration, I think about work. Like when you're working with people who trying to collaborate with you and they trying to better thing together, you can reach a better point. You can reach a good thing more faster than when you're just working alone. But it's also difficult to work with others to be able to understand different points and be able to literally working in not exactly just your time. And yeah, I think it's difficult. And maybe at work, when I was in college too, that was something that was difficult sometimes to make your time to work in the same time that the other person. And collaboration is a good thing, but it's hard to handle with different times and ways to work. But it's something that it can um, add a lot of good things to your life too. So yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, totally agree with you. I think when we have a different purpose in our mind or all the team are not aligned, following the same goal,
Yeah.
it's hard to have a collaboration. Yeah, because each person will think about our goals and don't achieve the same purpose. So I think that's happened when all the persons don't have the same point of view about the work or the tasks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And also some people's work in a different mode. Sometimes you can work more faster or more slow, and to be able to handle with this, it's difficult. It's a challenge, but it's a good challenge too.
Yeah. Living it's a challenge. Yeah. To live is a
Yeah.
challenge. So thank you, Jessica. And let's continue with you. Bruna Shintaco, please. What do you think about collaboration?
My gosh, here in my house, all the time I needed to ask for collaboration for my son because when I see I needed to do all things in work house. So come on, I need help. So you need more. I understand. I want collaboration for them because it's difficult that the moment I understand the collaboration that everybody do something to produce something for everybody. So this moment it's not help me, it's help the aid, it's for everybody. So in special for the work, like Jessica said, it's very important for everybody help have the collaboration for the team and for everybody increase it. So I think it's very important the collaboration.
And do you live with other three men? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so hard for you, or you split the task and it's okay for all.
Sometimes in special this week, for example, because I have a MPT, it's hard because I'm very exciting, and this moment it's hard because I understand they don't have collaboration with me. But I split the tasks all the time. No, you do this and the other is because it's necessary, no? If everybody collaboration, so the work house it's not hard, the life it's not hard, no.
Yeah. Each person to do a little tasks help a lot. Yeah. Work like a team. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think when you bring we bring the responsibility for all, for me and all that have the same point of view, it's so easy to live and all our collaboration with with
Exactly.
the task. So thank you, Bruna. Let's continue with you, Yanka. I want to listen you about that collaboration. What do you say?
I agree what you all said before. I think collaboration is about a working group, a process that a people or a group work together to achieve a goal, a common goal, and involves communication, involves to communicate what you are thinking to another person, and I think effective communication and effective listening as well, because sometimes we try to put our necessities or our point of view up or acima to the others, but it's nice to hear, to listen the other's opinion about the same subject to achieve the main goal, the group goal. So it's nice to have effective communication, but effective listening as well. And equilibrated ego, maybe, because I have problems working in groups, because in most part of the times that I had to work in groups, the ego go goes up, the ego of some participant, because everyone wants to lead. It's difficult to have a group that work together in a horizontal way. It seems that most part of the time we have to have a leader to guide the whole group. but it's difficult to indicate that who will be the leader or to decide who will command the group or if it's necessary to have a leader, in fact. So I think involves a ego problem sometimes, maybe a conflict of interests as well to achieve that goal. I'm not a good person to work in group. I assume that I don't know how to work better or in a good way in group because in my experience in the graduate, for example, when I had to do a working group, the most part of work stays with just one person, or two person. And it's an unfair division of tasks to do. And I don't like the things goes in the unfair way. I don't like to put just a name de uma pessoa that didn't do anything to achieve that goal. To me, it's a huge problem. I don't like to be a burro de carga. So I have a problem. I prefer, and I every did this, I prefer do the things alone. It's hard to say that, but it's the reality, it's the truth. But I will learn how to work in group someday, I hope.
Yeah, you are on the same page because I have the same feeling. I feel you a lot. But and probably I would say you are that's those of persons to do a work hard, yeah, when you need to work like a team. But yeah, I need to learn that work in the team. By the way, I work all the time with a team, and I start learning, and I need to trust in the others. Yeah, and we need to use the communication to put in our mind we are together because it's not possible to do all the things. Yeah, and so it's amazing when you have the collaboration of the others and you can and we can trust in the others. Yeah, like because sometimes you are not okay or not so good to do something and you need to trust in the other to do that's task. Yeah, but you are on the same page. I'm learning that to work like a team. And yeah, I totally agree with you when you say we need a leader. Yeah, we need a proactive person to guide all the team or all the time clear or put in our mind the purpose of the task. So thank you for share your feelings with all. But I think nowadays it's really important to work like a team. Yeah, and I think that all the companies want that kind of skills. Yeah, and I need to learn a lot to work like a team. So, and about you, Kat, what do you say about that? What is collaboration?
Yeah, collaboration. Like you said before, I think collaboration is related to respect, because it's easy have a collaboration when everybody is the same, everybody wants to reach the same target, like in the, I don't know, work group. But when you need to do something and the other person don't have the same goal of you, the collaboration is difficult. Like, I don't know, you go to work. So the bus driver have to be in the schedule. But if they don't be in the schedule, you'll be late. This is a collaboration. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And yeah, thank you for bringing that example. I like example, guys. I don't know, but my mind works better when I have the example. So, Enio Bruna Ferreira, please, what do you say about collaboration?
Um, Collaboration for me is synonymous of the help. Uh, Saying the other person don't request. Because collaboration is the feeling of the other person need your help, and or not, or the other person request for you, for example. Uh, in my house, um, I live with my mother, and uh, we collaboration between and between us. My mother uh, clear in the pratos, lava os pratos. Sorry, I don't remember speak this. And I clear the house, for example. This is not a request for ambas the parts, but is the collaboration. In other moments, for example, my mother request for take the machine and I go to take the machine, making machine, for example. And is the collaboration too for but this is different form of this collaboration
Yeah,
with
of course.
with request and without request. Collaboration for me is this.
Yeah, we can use that conception. It's like you just want to help the other, yeah, without think about yourself. It's just you want collaboration, help the others, yeah, like in the voluntary way, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can bring that conception too. Yeah. Because sometimes when you talk about collaboration, it's just you use the definitions from the companies or business, yeah, conception. Yeah.
yeah.
So let's continue. I will start with Bruna Shintaku because she said that word in your answer. She talked about the empathy, yeah, and we can try to describe that word. And nowadays it's so that there are two words that I learning in the last years are empathy and resilience. We use a lot, yeah, nowadays. And what do you say, Bruna Shintaku? What do you say about empathy? How can you define that word?
In my opinion, empathy, for everybody said that when you put yourself in the same place, in the same feeling, the other people, but I understand this thought, but it's not easy. It's because the other person have the other background than you, so it's hard to put in the same feeling. But for me, it's that possible. You want to understand more about this person, and maybe it's not put in the same place, in the same feeling, the same position, but it's possible to can imagine something that possible these people feeling. So I understand more about the empathy, and I'm to be more empathy per people person. After that, I do, and that I understand more about the no violence communication. I don't know if someone know about this. So it helped me because you needed to understand more about the needs the other people. So when you need the other people, you understand more about this person, and it's possible to understand to be more empathy with this person. So it's helped me a lot, and I suggest that it's possible you read about the nonviolent communication. When do you understand the needs of the other, help you a lot to be empathy.
Perfect. It's more one point for us improve our communication. Yeah, when you have empathy, it's easy to understand the other point of view. Yeah, and pass the message or yeah, adapt the message for the other because yeah, it's amazing.
Because
So
empathy, it's not only to put in the same place, for example, it's listen, actively listen, it's empathy too, so as well.
yeah, of course. For me, I read on definitions of empathy because in the past, my conception it's like, oh, you just need to understand the other point of view, but it's not like that because involve feelings, emotion, yeah.
Yeah.
And you need to look for the situation from the other point of view, the point of view for the other, but you need to use the values, yeah, and beliefs of the other, yeah, because you have your I have my beliefs and values in my life, but the others have a totally different background, like you said, and values and beliefs. So we need to use that. It's like change your emotional way to understand the other. Yeah, it's a little hard, maybe. So yeah, thank you, Bruna. And let's with you, Bruna Ferreira. What do you say about empathy?
Empathy for me is put yourself in someone else's shoes. It's not easy, but I consider necessary. Because it is turning the societies more is better convivência and to talk about empathy is to talk respect because when we empathy for someone we can to live in society more more better is um is a form of the not feeling we what other person feelings, but understand you the feeling the other person. For me, but basically, is this
Perfect.
is hard, but it's necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you when you say that. And for me, it's like when it involve a respect. Yeah, you need to respect the other. So thank you, Bruna Ferreira, and let's continue with you. I would say, Kat, please, what do you say about empathy?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that this question is related to the previous questions, about collaboration and what else? I don't know. Because we have to be respectful and like I don't know the name Bruna Ferreira said, it's necessary put yourself in other person's shoes because we have to change your perspective, to change your beliefs, your feelings, to do and to see the situation with the other eyes and manage the situation in the different way. So I think empathy, I don't know, I have to work this, because sometimes I don't know, I'm a little selfish. So yeah, like I'm just thinking my perspective and forgot to thinking other perspectives. So this is very important to work in groups. So yeah.
Yeah, the first step is recognize that, yeah, and to be open to have a conversation and understand the other. I know it's not easy. I'm trying to be empathy person, but sometimes it's hard when the other concept is so different from of you or the
Yeah.
other point of view, the other experience. But yeah. So thank you for sharing with us. Yeah, and let's continue with you, Jessica Ellie. What do you say about empathy?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think it's put yourself in the other shows, and also trying to understand. I think everyone feels any emotions in different ways. So, for example, we have a book like called Five Languages of Love, and I think it's a way to help yourselves to see a word in feeling and trying to understand the other people feeling. Sometimes you can handle with a situation with in a way, and other person can have a different perspective. And trying to be empathy to me is like to really trying to understand what how that people feel, how that people handle with their emotions, trying to not judge it because sometimes you're expecting something and the people that person have a different way to feel or to see a thing. And I think it's important to try understand that person, and by that way we can handle with this in the best situation without trying to harm or anything. And yeah, I think that's it. Maybe even when we're talking about like the language of love, um, it's amazing you're trying to understand how the other people feel, like how the other people feel loved, and all of this.
Yeah, perfect. And so important to the other persons to be an empathy person with you too. Yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, it's a two-way uh, situation. Yeah. So let's do with you, Yanka. What do you say about empathy?
Wow, you said everything. I think empathy involves to understand the other feelings, perspectives, um, see the world from the other view of point, maybe involves as well really listen to this person, really listen to the experiences that this person passed in their life. I think this is key to understand the other world, to really listen to the experiences that this person had during their life. But as Bruna said, and I think that other person said as well, it's difficult to exercise this because we have our own backgrounds in their lives and the other person as well. So it's difficult actually, but actually try to put ourselves in their shoes. It's a difficult movement to do, I think. I was thinking about some examples. For example, men to understanding the reality of women, for example, it's a difficult way. It's difficult for them to understand, I think, sometimes because they have their own experience in their life. So it's a valid movement to be empathic, to understand the reality of the women in society, but at the same time, it's difficult and it's necessary an active listen about our experiences, about the things that we are living, we have been living during the life. So I think it's involved this escuta sometimes. And I was talking with a friend that is a trans man, and it was difficult to understand his role But when he starts to talk about their experiences with the hormone treatment, going to hospitals and everything's related to that, it become more easy to be empathic, to understand his road, listen to his experience in the life. So it's that, I think. And be
Perfect.
empathic, help us to have a better society, maybe, understanding the challenges that other people face during the life. It's that.
Yeah, yeah, it's perfect definition. It's amazing. So guys, the time is over. I will propose, suggest a challenge here. And with you, Bruna Shintaku. I think we have time for that. I will send you the number of the question. That's the word. So you try definition, describe that word, and all the girls will try answer or discovery that's word. We can try that. I will send in the chat the number for you, Bruna Shintaku, and you try describe that word. And we, all the girls, Kat, Bianca, Jessica, and Bruna Ferreira, will try discover that word. We can try that.
Yeah.
Okay, I will put the number, and yeah, for you, Bruna Shintaku, and you try describe that word, and we will try discover it. I know the word, yeah. Go ahead.
Go
When
ahead.
you, yeah,
So it's difficult because sometimes I use this the word that it's possible to discover. But let's go. When I need to do a different thing, I need to use this all the time. For example, I'm physiotherapist, so if I don't have a specific device, I need to improvise, something. I needed to imagine a different things and what else? A different exercise. I need to create a different exercise, maybe. Yes, that
yeah,
is.
perfect.
The artists will use a lot this.
Yeah.
Adapt.
Jessica, what do you say? What word do you think that she described?
I think it's adaptability.
No,
No?
it's
It's
involved.
close, yeah.
Yeah, it's close. And Kat, what do you say?
I guess that is creativity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
exactly.
used that word. Bianca, you'd say that word or other?
I was in doubt between adaptability as Bruna and creativity.
Yeah, but involved. Yeah, involved. You need to be a creative
Yeah,
person
because
when you
I
need.
said about the physiotherapy, maybe it's adaptable, it's better, no?
Yeah.
But I understand that my profession, I need to use this a lot because I don't have many devices, so I need to have more creativity to do the other thing.
Yeah, and Bruna Ferreira, you'd say that or other words?
I think creativity and the adaptability.
Yeah, involved.
In first moment, I think it, I think adaptability,
Yeah,
but Bruna started to talk in the forms of the help with the other in the I I think the creativity.
yeah. So girls, the time is over. I need to finish the conversation. I love the conversation. I think I bring topics that I can use in all the immersions and the year. Yeah, like one immersion about collaboration, other about creativity. And by the way, the next Friday I will be here, 7 a.m. talking about organization because I'm trying to be an organized person. So benefits about organization. And please
Cool.
come in because I love the conversation. For me, it
I
was
think I
amazing.
tried since I was born, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
difficult.
It's hard, but it's necessary. So yeah, I put in the chat the link for feedback. Please send me some feedback. And yeah, have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you
Thank you. Have
all.
a nice
Bye
weekend.
bye.